Someone call the police because these Bridezillas need to be stopped. Hey, I'm Franklin Medrado and today we're gonna talk about what you guys love to hate the most. I don't know why, but Bridezillas videos are performing really well on my channel, so if you like it, please subscribe. We are almost 10,000 followers. Thank you for this. I could never imagine this could happen with me. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, come on. Let's get it started. Hey, so with my wedding, I wanted to ask if you could please make sure your tattoos are covered and could maybe fix your hair up so it's a natural cover. We've put a lot of work into our theme and I'm sorry, but you look clashes with it.
I'm sorry, you look like trash.
Even if you just put some spray or something on your hair for the night.
I want you, but I don't want how you look.
I just want it to all look perfect and I can send you some ideas, nice long sleeve dresses for you to wear or just wear a jacket. If you want, I can give you number because I asked her the same thing and you two could go shopping together.
You two could buy something to cover your face.
The wedding is in summer, so I'm not sure I could wear a long sleeve dress or jacket. I'm really sensitive to hair, probably it's too heat, so I just don't think I can do that if it's a hot day. I can look into a spray, I guess. I definitely can dye it because it's been a lot of work to lighten it to this blue and I'm planning to go a bit darker, but yeah, I'll look into some options for my hair. It's a partial agreement with the bride. It was nice of the bridesmaid.
But here's the answer.
I know it's hot, but it's my one day, so if you can't suck it up, I feel like you don't really care about me or my fiancé and probably shouldn't come. I'm not asking much and it's not my fault you get hot. It's the sun's fault. It's the global warming fault. Buy some makeup for your tattoos and then if you want to be at my wedding, you figure it out. My fiancé is in full agreement with me on this, so don't bother texting him like I know you're planning to. If you turn up on the day without anything covered, you
Won't be let into the venue.
Okay, prepare for the bridesmaid's answer. Wow, so if I don't give myself heat stress, I don't love you guys. Makeup that covers tattoo is crazy expensive and you know I literally just had a car accident. I'm going to be struggling for the next couple months. Like I know this isn't till December, but you know what this year has been like for us. I'm not in your wedding party, so I just don't think this is fair to ask. Okay, I expected a little bit more aggressive response.
But the bride goes on.
Yeah, I know you had an accident, it's not my fault, but your money issues are my problem. Oh, she's the devil. If you want to be there, you will figure it out. It doesn't matter that you're not in the wedding party. Yes, it matters. Here in Brazil, it's a completely lack of sense. You invite someone to the ceremony and not invite to the party. You will still be in the photos and you will ruin them. She's the devil. You're very pretty normally, but your look doesn't work for my wedding and it's very fair to ask you to do something simple so that my day is perfect. Okay, enjoy your perfect day
Without me.
I would never go to a wedding like that.
Story time about how I got uninvited to a wedding. A couple of years ago, I was friends with this girl and we weren't just friends, we were really good friends. Her hens party was hosted on Hamilton Island. To attend, everyone who went took 2 days off work and spent over $1,000 in flights, accommodation, and other things. Things really escalated on the last night where the girl decided to put a phone ban in place for our dinner. She said that we were specifically allowed to take photos. She just didn't want us sitting on our phones throughout the dinner, like editing photos and stuff, which is understandable, but also we're adults. Don't ban us from using our phones. At the dinner, another close friend of mine started taking photos of me and the bride. All of a sudden, the bride loses her shit. She's like, stop taking photos of me. I don't even want these photos. They're gonna be gross. The poor girl that was taking the photos ran to the bathroom crying, and I ran to the bathroom after her to console her. When we got back to the table, no one would talk to us. It's as though we'd been completely exiled from the group.
Why?
The bride started going on about how embarrassed she was. Anyway, the bride continues to say that she's so embarrassed that we have to leave dinner immediately. We call 2 cabs. Me and my friend, who I'd comforted in the bathroom, get in one, and the rest of the party get in the other. We agreed to meet at this specific spot in town, but when our cab rocked up, we realized that the other cab wasn't there and the girls were nowhere to be found. We started calling them. We're like, what's going on? Where are they? No one would pick up their phones. Eventually, the bride's mother called me and I was like, oh, thank God. a responsible adult who isn't going to act like a child is calling me and I can have a reasonable conversation with her. Quite the opposite happened. The mother was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm at the spot that we said we would meet." And she was like, "Oh, well, like, we're not there." And I was like, "Well, obviously, because I'm here waiting for you, so where are you guys?" All of a sudden, her tone totally changes. And she goes, "Are you using attitude with me?" I was so exhausted by this point. I was like, "Yeah, I am a little bit, because you guys said you were going to be here and now you're not here and no one's answering their phone and I just want to work out where you guys are." And she goes, "You little...
Oh, God.
You will not be staying in our apartment tonight. You will be staying in the other apartment." I was very confused and taken aback. At this point, I just wanted to get my key, go home and go to sleep. But I couldn't do that because the other girls had the key. I ended up walking along the Esplanade, finding the restaurant that the girls were at. I thought that by that time, everyone would have simmered down a little bit and I could pull up a seat and we could act like normal adults. But again, I was wrong. I pulled up a seat next to the bride. The bride literally turned her head, put her hand up to her face and like would not talk to me. And so it was the most embarrassing thing ever that I was sitting next to her. I started to publicly apologize in front of the group. I was like, "Look, babe, if you think that I was, choosing my other friend over you when I went to the bathroom to console her, that's not what was happening. I just wanted to make sure she was okay." All of a sudden, the mother gets up and says, "I'll handle this." She leans across the table, she's pointing at me, and she was like, "How dare you upload a photo before my daughter at her hens party?"
It's so...
And I was like, what?
What?
All of a sudden, this fight is about Instagram? Everyone else at that table had uploaded photos before her. I didn't understand that this was a protocol. If it were, she should have said so, and I wouldn't have uploaded before her. But in the same breath, the photo that I uploaded, it had nothing to do with the hens party itself. It was just a beautiful scenic shot. Long story short, me and the other girl weren't allowed back into our apartment that night. We were told that we had to sleep in another apartment, which other girls had been staying in the previous night. We slept in dirty sheets. We weren't allowed access to our clothes, our makeup wipes, clean underwear. The next day, I knocked on the apartment next door and apologized to the bride. She took me out to the balcony where she starts screaming at me. I tried to apologize and she starts screaming at me going, "Amy, I shouldn't have to treat you like a dog." I was shocked and appalled. To make matters worse, her mum had booked my flight there. She had booked all of the travel for everyone, so I wasn't even sure if they were going to be adult enough to give me my ticket to get home. So I was stressing this entire day about whether I was going to get home or not, whether I'd have to book myself a whole new flight because they were that petty.
Okay, where's the bride? Because I have some work to do here. This is your best friend. You spent more than $1,000 to leave this. Part 2.
I pick up the call and she goes, "Hey Amy, so I've been thinking about what happened over the weekend and I just don't think I'd feel comfortable having you at the wedding." My response was,
God.
"Oh, thank God. Being stranded on yet another island with you is my idea of hell. Of course I'm not going to your wedding. I couldn't think of anything worse." I said, "Your behavior on the weekend is beneath me." She starts screaming back at me. She's like, "It's not beneath you. It's not beneath you. Goodbye, bitch. Catch you never." I then hung up the phone. I blocked her. I blocked her family. I blocked some of her friends. And I never spoke to her again.
Okay, I have to see the picture. We have to see the picture. This is the picture. This is the picture that caused all the problem. Where's the bride?
Where is the bride?
For sure, there were some red flags during the friendship before this happened, for sure. But sometimes we're blinded by the feeling, so I can understand, and I have to say that the accent makes this 100% better. Look at me, I'm talking about accent. Do you like my accent? It's weird for you, a Brazilian accent? South Florida couple tried to have a wedding at stranger's mansion without getting permission. Really? The couple invited family and friends to their dream home for their weekend wedding celebration, saying it was God's plan that they should get married there. Just one problem, they didn't own the mansion and didn't get permission from the owner. Oh, you should tell God before. You should pray a little bit more. I wonder what you all think. I booked hair and makeup artist based on her clear talent, decades of experience, excellent reviews and popularity, but after I had a trial, I decided I didn't like her personality or how she talked, even though everyone else does. What happened? Just didn't click, and we have different lifestyles. I don't like her lifestyle. She's okay with not being married with children, and that doesn't sit well with me. Why? What? You don't want a makeup artist with talent, decades of experience, excellent reviews and popularity because she's a single mom? Oh gosh, I don't like her lifestyle. She's okay with not being married with children. She's not single mom. She's not married with children, and that doesn't sit well with me. She also wouldn't do contouring that I wanted because she said it wouldn't look good. But the makeup and hair that was done was otherwise really good. Also, she took too many days to reply to message and the mails. I mean, who is too busy for that? Famous makeup artist with decades of experience? I have a desk job and I reply to everyone with an hour. I just can't move past my sense, so a few days later I canceled her and my wedding is just before Christmas. I knew the 50% deposit was non-refundable when I booked, but I want my deposit back, so I can put this towards someone else. But no, she won't give my deposit back because she said she's lost other opportunities and my reason isn't good enough. Do you guys think she should refund me? Where's my cap? No, you're crazy, ma'am. Let me see if I got it. You like the makeup, you like the hair, she's famous, but you don't want to work with her because she's not married and have a children? Oh, bride, go take your medicine, please. Okay, that's it. Today we had a lot of work. And if you like this video, please subscribe my channel because I have some homework to do. Bye bye.